Pistol men's event. The last of this competition day. 6 athletes will enter in a few seconds here in that arena, and we hope that you are now, after this long waiting, ready for the last but greatest final in our sport, because I'm a pistol coach.
Good evening and welcome to Châteauroux in France. We are at the Olympic venue of the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. That was a year ago. Now it's all about the European Shooting Championships for 2025. And we're in this wonderful facility for our final event of the day, the 25-metre rapid fire pistol men. One of my favourite events. My name is Rory McAllister. I'll be your commentator. Alongside me is the 25-metre women's world champion, Doreen Bennekamp of Germany. So that's our final event, 7:15. There was a slight delay to the schedule because we had a few technical malfunctions in the women's 25 metres earlier on today. And the CS technicians and the various range officers that we've got here in Châteauroux have been out and worked their magic, got the screwdrivers out and managed to fix things in time to get this final underway. So just in case you're coming along, we are live and you're thinking, have I missed the start? Well, you're just in time. If you're joining us on Facebook or YouTube, thank you very much for doing so. You can like the channel, make your comments, and there's some QR codes for you if you'd like to follow us on social media. Just put your smartphone or tablet camera to the QR code for Instagram or Facebook, and then you can follow the links and everything should work out from there. That's the idea anyway. So the French have gathered in their numbers, as you'd expect, because they have two of their biggest names in the world of shooting in this final, Jean-Guy Compois and Clément Béziguet. Meanwhile, here is the event details. 25 metres. The electronic targeting system, if it registers a 9.7 or higher, will constitute a hit. 1.4 kilograms is the maximum weight of the pistol. These are rimfire 5.6 caliber. There's an idea of what the pistols look like with the moulded grip. Trust me, it's a nightmare if you're firing a pistol that's moulded to somebody else's hand. I've tried it, it doesn't really work. The trigger pull is 1 kilo or 1,000 grams if you prefer. So here we go with the introduction of the athletes. First to arrive, representing Czechia, Matěj Rampula. Now 25 years old, 4th in Doha at the World Cup final. He also has 2 World Cup medals and a gold medal in the European Championships in Baku as a junior in 2017. Here comes the first of the 2 Germans. This is on firing point E, Emanuel Müller, 33 years old, bronze medalist at the World Cup in Munich. That was earlier this year. And a European bronze medalist as a junior in Bologna back in 2012.
Welcome with me, Peter Olesk.
Peter Olesk from Estonia. Estonia's been doing pretty well, making finals. And this 32-year-old strutting out, looking happy, smiling, looking relaxed. He has a European Championship silver medal in rapid fire from 2017. Also a gold medal in the standard pistol at the European Championships. And here he is, Jean-Guy Compois, the man from Marseille. Big, massive Olympic Marseille Football Club fan. Big fan of Chris Waddle as well, my favourite player. I remember talking to Jean about that a few days ago. He called him La Magicienne. I said, yeah, that's his name. And it was also nice to see that Jean-Guy Compois had brought his beagle, his little dog. That has also been here as well. So Florian Peter of Germany is next to arrive. A familiar face in the world of 25-metre rapid-fire finals. 4th in the Olympic Games 1 year ago. Can Florian go one better and try and get on the podium today?
Last year, here in that hall.
Well, the French are about to go berserk once again.
A big applause for Clément Béziguet.
And the second of the French athletes on firing point A, Clément Béziguet. He was 7th in the Tokyo Olympic final. Last year, the Paris Olympic Games didn't quite go his way, but here he is in Châteauroux once again, lining up for this final. And now our 2 jury getting their moment.
And the ones beside will be very important. Our jury member in charge for that final is Patrick Johansson, Sweden.
Patrick Johansson of Sweden, policeman.
And he is assisted by Mitja Gilgic,
keen man with the pistol,
from Serbia.
And Mitja Gilgic of Serbia is our assistant jury.
For the man who has to wait so long, our COO, the Chief Range Officer, Jean-Louis Gaidon, France.
Jean-Louis Gaidon of France is our Chief Range Officer, the CRO, the man with all the commands.
Take your position.
So there it is, the take your positions. And now the 6 athletes line up for this, looking down towards the target bays. And they'll get their preparation and sighting time. First of all, though, a quick look at qualification. Clément Bézeguet at the top, 5.90. Followed by Florian Petter of Germany with 5.89. Mathieu Rampula, who I think could go well in this final, on 5.87. Jean-Guy Compois of France on 5.85. Emmanuel Müller, the second German in this final, on 5.84. And Peter Olesk of Estonia on 5.83. So the clue is in the title with this one, rapid fire. You have to take 5 shots in 4 seconds. And if you've never tried it, it's really hard. And here is one of the masters of this particular discipline, Jean-Guy Compois, who was a silver medalist at the Rio Games, and a gold medalist then in Tokyo. Here's Dietlef Glenn's German coach, and Harve Châteauroux of France takes his position for this one.
A 9.7 or better is in this discipline a hit. So after 20 shots, we have the 6th place, and then we go on.
So 2 French athletes separated.
Always a decision.
Here's Bézeguet.
We got the audience, the coaches, that's also taking place.
And then Guy Compois lines up next to Peter Olesk of Estonia. Matthias Hahn is the coach for Estonia. There's Martin Tenk, bronze medalist at the Sydney Games. Always has a smile and now blowing kisses to the camera. Thank you, Martin. Well, this is a tasty final, that's for sure. Just an idea of the world rankings as well. Florian Petter coming in as the world #1. And you can just see also the world #6 and 8. So 3 of the world's top 10 are in this European Championship final. That's the kind of caliber and the kind of quality that we've got here in Châteauroux for this 2025 European Shooting Championship. 25-metre rapid fire pistol men's final.
For the sighting series, load.
So here we go with the sighting series. If you have just joined us on YouTube or Facebook, thank you very much for doing so. Feel free to like the channel, make your comments. Also, if you are on YouTube, you can subscribe to the ESC video stream. And you can also join in on the live chat as well. It's also always great just to see your comments and to see where you are watching around the world and enjoying the world of shooting sport. And we'll get through some of your names and some of your comments as and when we can. So my name is Rory McAllister. Alongside me, Doreen Frennekamp, world champion at 25-metre women's pistol. So Doreen, you were out there earlier on today in this field of play. I mean, it's a lovely range.
Yeah, it totally is. And you can see they're just doing their sighting series. They're trying to get the light right and focus on the new background. And let's see who will get a good feeling on this shooting range.
Well, you can see the crowd holding their ears because the noise is just colossal, and it's not until you actually come to witness a final like this that you realise how loud it gets. So just a reminder of the European record. Riccardo Massetti of Italy, 35 hits. Will that be under threat today?
Attention.
There's the attention command. The athletes then have to lower the pistol to 45-degree angle. only have 7 seconds to rest and then take 5 shots in 4 seconds. Hence why this is called rapid fire. And here's how they line up. 2 from France, 2 from Germany, Estonia and Czechia, the other athletes making up this lineup for this 25-metre rapid fire pistol men's final. Oh, Jean-Guy Compois, I wonder what he's capable of today.
So now the athletes load for the counting series, because after this we start with the first series.
Day 2 of the European Championships 2025. We've had a packed day. We have another one tomorrow. And we're going to be broadcasting as many finals as we can for you. You can go to the ESC website, that's the European Shooting Confederation, for more information. You also get the broadcast schedule there as well if you'd like to check what finals we'll have for you. But even at the beginning of yesterday, I believe it was something in the region of 47 finals we were going to bring to you. There was 4 yesterday, there's been 5 today, including this one. So you see Clément Béziguet just checking his footing. I mean, in all shooting disciplines, balance is so important. And even at this level, all of these athletes will be going through their pre-shot routine and just making sure that they're in the zone. So here we go, Béziguet of France, first to go.
Attention.
With 5 shots, looks down at the monitor, gets a 3. Decent start in some ways. Certainly up against some of the other athletes that are in this final. Let's see now how Florian Peter of Germany now gets on in this first series. There'll be 4 series of 5 shots, and that's when the first elimination takes place for 6th place.
Attention.
Well, a smile and a grimace of the face from Florian Peter. 3 out of 5. So matches Béziguet. Guy Compois now to go for France. Just look at the amount of medals. It's just ridiculous, really, isn't it? See if you can count them all up. And if you're able to do so, Jean-Guy Compois makes a perfect start, 5 out of 5. That's the way you want to start, Doreen.
Yeah, definitely. And it was a nice position from the camera to see the recoil from the weapon. And the first shot was really steady. It stands, the weapon breaks, the shot breaks, and he goes up to the next, up to the next, up to the next. The other 2s before didn't manage to get that quite good start. So that was a really pretty series.
Attention.
Oh yeah, there we had definitely a break in the middle. He didn't trigger it. You can't see it really from that angle of the camera, but he tried to get the last ones in the middle, but it wasn't that easy. Seems so.
Attention.
So the second of the German athletes. This is Emanuel Müller. Well, there's a nice steady rhythm there. Thought it was going to be 5 out of 5, but 4 out of 5.
Yeah, but quite a good start. And you can see and hear the rhythm was really nicely.
So Rampula of Czechia, always one to watch in a 25-meter rapid-fire pistol final.
Attention.
Now, he may not have as many medals as some of the others, but be of no doubt, he's world class. As managed 2 out of 5 in that first series.
That was the first of 4 series on the way to the 6th place. In the lead with a perfect round of 5 hits. Big applause for Quiconpois!
So here's how it stands. Jean Quiconpois of France, perfect start, 5 out of 5. Müller of Germany on 4. 3 athletes tied on 3 hits. And then we have Rampula on 2 out of 5. But again, the amount of times we have actually seen Rampula climb up the scoreboard from being lower down. There's Mr. Alexander Ratner, who is the ESC president. So thanks to those of you taking part in the live chat. Hello to Ai Kai, who's here to cheer on Germany. To Julien, to Ivo, to Dan, Christelle, Catherine.
Attention.
So many of you taking part. Hello to Barbara as well, also here to support Germany. Beziger, this is going to be an improvement on the first series, and it is. Beziger slammed in 5 out of 5. And just sends out a warning to the others. I'm on home soil, and I'm here.
Yeah, for me, one of the nicest shooting movements from the pistol when Clément Beziger shoots. It always looks like he has a little bit more time than the others because it's so steady and rhythm and close to each other.
Attention.
Well, slight hesitation after that second shot, but Florian Pitter of Germany makes it 4 out of 5, takes his total to 7. Lots of support for Germany on the YouTube live chat. Hello to Christoph, hello to Matthias, to Border Fan, hello to you. And also to Lucas and many more.
That was a nice showing that the discipline has a lot to give because the discipline and the techniques are so different, even if they only have 4 seconds. Florian never shoots on a rhythm. He reacts on what his weapon does. Completely opposite to Clément Beziger.
Well, Quiconpois, I thought he was going to do it again there for a moment. But it's 4 out of 5 and takes his total to 9, so he still leads the final as it stands.
Yeah, it looks like the last one, he's always giving a little more movement than the other ones, but the rest looks high quality. I don't have other words for that.
Attention.
Well, not a great series for Olesk, despite the support and the Estonian flag being waved around.
He had a little break in between the first and the second shot, and he didn't manage to get the weapon back to where he wanted it.
There's still time in this rapid-fire final to try and recover. But as we move into the third series after this one, that's when it can start to slip away.
Attention.
So Manuel Muller, 3 out of 5, taking it to 7.
Attention.
Well, as Rampula done the 5 out of 5, not quite 4 though this time. That's an improvement on the 2 from the first series.
But that series looked really more confident than the one before. So I think now he's getting the way to stay in the final if he shoots more like that series.
Yes, Rampula already moving up from 6th to 5th. And we said this at the beginning of the programme as well, that he is an athlete who can just keep climbing up the scoreboard. You really do have to keep an eye on what Rampula's up to. And we have a tie for third. The two Germans on 7 hits. Béziguet of France on 8 and Quincampoix of France on 9 out of 10. It's so quiet. A hush descends.
Attention.
And that's just pure respect from the audience to these 6 athletes in front of us. Béziguet this time 3 out of 5. He's into double figures and removes his ear defenders. Still has the plugs in.
Yeah, I mean, 3 wouldn't catch you up the final. It won't leave you out, but it can't happen that often, or you will have a problem and leave the final really fast.
Just looking at the grip there of Florian Peters' pistol, I think just a reminder to us all what country he's representing. Well, it's a good job the manufacturers didn't put it on the wrong way, otherwise he might have been from Belgium. But that's 4 out of 5 for Florian Peters of Germany. He's now alongside Béziguet, both on 11.
Yeah, Florian always tries to get new grips. I think it feels like he shoots every final with a different grip. He's really into 3D printing and tries to get in the technique and get new grips. And yeah.
Attention.
News and ours go around the finals hall here in Châteauroux. Jean Quincampoix is now also on 11 hits. I think the audience certainly now starting to find this rapid-fire pistol final unveiling in front of us all the more interesting. So Olesk, I did see a big banner from the Estonian team in the background. And from my translation, the big flag in the background reads as Buddy. It's not on screen at the moment, but it may very well come back. Now look down at the monitor, informs Olesk. Then it's 3 out of 5, and now a total of 7.
Müller.
never mind a tension, you can certainly feel the tension here.
Winner, 3 each.
Michelle Skedis and some of the others just trying to show their support for Emmanuel.
Yeah, German team was sitting there right back with the rest of the girls team. And the first 3 shots looked really good. And then he lost it kind of. Let's see what Rampula will do. Such a close final at the moment.
Attention.
Rampula this time 3, not quite into double figures. He's on 9 hits. And we've now had 3 series of 5 in this final. So crunch time now, Doreen, as we have another series of 5 before we go to the first athlete to leave this final. And that's how it was after 10. Let's have a look after 15. Scoreboard adjusted. 2 of the French athletes, along with Florian Peterov of Germany, all on 11 hits. Emmanuel Müller of Germany on 10. Rampula of Czechia on 9. And Olesk of Estonia on 7 hits. So Olesk, with 5 to go, can hit a maximum of 12.
Yeah, that's kind of far. It's not too much to get to stay in this final. The others have to open the door. Otherwise, there's no chance. But the rest is so close, and anything could happen at this moment. That's what I meant. Lovely technique.
Yes, Clément Béziguet absolutely owned that last series of 5. Once again, just sending out a signal to the other athletes. I'm in France, I'm in my home country, and I'm after a gold medal if it's okay.
Yeah, let's see how the world ranking first at the moment will answer to that.
Attention.
Well, there we go. That's why the world number 1 is the world number 1. Florian Peter of Germany replies to Clément Béziguet, well, if you can hit 5, so can I. And isn't this just the beauty of a rapid-fire final? It goes from that silence that goes around the finals hall before the shots, and then there's the noise and the applause.
Attention.
Now, surely not. Wow, we have it. There you go. This European Championship 25-metre rapid-fire final is alive. 5 out of 5 for Béziguet, 5 out of 5 for Peter of Germany. And now Quique Compois also steps up with the perfect score in that series.
That shows the high quality of this final. Amazing.
Yes, I'm sure even if Li Yu Hong is watching, even he'll be thinking to himself, well, we've got some World Cups and the World Championships coming up. Well, that's an improvement for Olesk. He's now on 11 and puts a bit of pressure on Rampula, particularly because Muller's just 1 behind. As Doreen said a few seconds ago, though, anything really can happen and develop. And let's see how Emmanuel deals with this now in this 4th series.
Attention.
Massive pressure moment for this German athlete.
Ooh, wow. We definitely see some triggering problems here. And that wasn't a nice middle shot, but he managed to get it kind of back.
It's 4 out of 5 Formula, total now 14. So Rampula to take this to a shoot-off. Well, actually, no, because Olesk is still on the 11. Beg your pardon. See, even I'm getting too excited.
Attention.
So Rampula, if he's to take this to a shoot-off against Olesk, will need 2 or more, and he's through. And would you believe it, does hit 2, so we now have 2 athletes on 11. And there will be a shoot-off like there was in the 25-metre women's final.
That's the moment where not the discipline counts, your nerves count.
So now these next commands from the Chief Range Officer are just for Olesk and Rampula.
Attention.
So who here will be victorious? Already it's gone to a shoot-off. And that's 3 out of 5. And there's the sign again, Kumpi, which, as said by my translation, means buddy.
Rampula.
Will 3 be enough? I'm not sure. But I would like to see another shoot-off if I'm...
Attention.
So Rampula shooting to try and stay in. And 3 out of 5. It means we're balanced once again, just like the women's 25-metre final. The shoot-off went to another round. As Doreen said a few moments ago, just shows how close everything is at this level, and particularly in the European Championship final.
Yeah, and it's also really interesting for the rest of the final, because one shoot-off is no problem. You can stay in the competition, in the final with your mind, but that's kind of a longer pause, and to be right on point if you're the next one after a pause, that's often a tricky position for every shooter. So it will be really interesting how everybody will manage that.
So great to get the insights of Doreen Vennekamp, the world champion at 25-metre women's pistol. And again, it's another 3 out of 5 from Olesk. You could tell he was even thinking, oh, is that going to be enough? We'll just see now with Rampula of Czechia still to go.
Yeah, even with 4 hits, you can't feel safe in this kind of final here.
Attention.
But now it would be enough.
And what's happened here? Oh, it's 2 out of 5 for the athlete from Czechia. Matěj Rampula, whose opening series was 2 out of 5. Maybe that was an indication as to how this final was going to go for him. We've gone to a second round of shoot-offs, and Olesk from Estonia has just managed to get 1 in front, 3 hits to 2. And Matěj Rampula is congratulated by Martin Tenk, his coach. Martin, a superb pistol shooter in his own right, with a silver medal from the Sydney Olympic Games. And Mathieu Rampula, who we thought maybe at the beginning of the final might be there or thereabouts in around the medals, shows you how tough it is here in Châteauroux at the European Championships. Mathieu Rampula of Czechia leaves this final in 6th place on a total of 11 hits. Well, back to Béziquet and this 5th series.
Attention.
Oh, he's done it again, the man from France.
And if I'm true, I wouldn't see the first one as a good shot. It was really striking left and right and left, but he managed to make it and go to the rest. So impressive.
Now it's the turn of the world number 1.
Attention.
Well, it's 4 out of 5 this time for the German, and the man who was 4th in this very venue at the Paris Olympic Games. And now Quincampoix, who had a 5 out of 5 in Series 4.
Attention.
Well, once again, Jean Quincampoix raises the roof. Clément Béziquet hit 5. Quincampoix has now hit 5. They're both on the same score, 21 hits.
Attention.
Really fast moving from the arm.
For next 3 hits.
So Oles this time, 3 out of 5, takes his total to 14. And Muller here needs to miss all 5 in order to go to a shoot-off. It's highly unlikely. You never know. We'll see what happens. Will Oles be now leaving the final?
Attention.
Well, a fairly decent series from Muller. 4 out of 5 takes his total to 18. He's still behind the other 3, but now we have another elimination from this final, and representing Estonia, leaving in 5th place, Peter Olesk. Now the horns and cheers go around the finals hall here in Châteauroux. And the Estonians certainly have provided great support for him throughout this final.
Yeah, now you see only Germans and French are left. And these teams often train together, also on this range. And maybe that's a little thing that keeps your mind up if you trained here and you know you're good at shooting here. But for sure, the French will show that there's their range.
Yes, well, isn't this interesting? 2 French athletes, 2 Germans. Béziquet has pushed his hit rate up to 84%. That's up from 80 a few moments ago.
Nice rhythm.
That reaction from the French says it all. Béziquet, once again, it's a series 5 out of 5.
Attention.
Well, he hasn't gone and done it, has he? He has, and a fist pump from Detlef Glens, the coach. Well,
that was an important one.
He's getting into the thick of it, yes. The world #1 responds with a 5 out of 5. And what will we get now from Jean Quincampoix?
Really interesting. You can see both French shooters shoot with a lot of muscle tension. They're really, really into the muscles tension. And the Germans have a little bit lower. I mean, it's on a high level as well, but it has a little bit more at the French shooters.
Quincampoix this time with 4 out of 5. Takes his total to 25, so he's alongside Florian Peter of Germany. Well, Emmanuel Muller now knows that even with 5, it's not enough, but still shooting for personal pride and the record books. And just to mark it down in history, it was a decent end in the end, and I think Emmanuel Muller looks down as if to say perhaps too little too late on this occasion. So it'll be France that will end up with 2 medals from this final. Germany will have to settle for 1. And it's now down to Florian Peter of Germany to decide what colour medal the Germans will get. Meanwhile, Emmanuel Muller takes his applause, hands in the air, and goes back now to take his seat and watch the rest of this final, shaking the hands from Rampula and the other surrounding coaches. So once again, in a 25-metre rapid-fire pistol final, it's France and Germany who are left. And this time at the European Championships, the 2 French athletes, as Doreen's been saying, are on home soil. And all of these athletes train together, know this range. Who will take bronze? Who will take silver and gold?
Attention.
Well, neither athlete now will want to slip up. As Doreen was saying earlier on, you can get away with some lower scores. But at this stage of a final, you really do need to be arguably hitting at least the 4s, if not the 5s. So Clément Béziquet now up to 30. And Florian Peter now real with pressure on his shoulders. A 5 out of 5 can make him level with the Frenchman to his left.
Yeah, and if you manage to look now at his weapon, maybe you see when he's getting up, he will shake his weapon just a little to left and right. You just saw it. And that's just to manage to trigger the muscles in the arm and in the shoulder to make everything fix and fit for the shot.
And 5 out of 5 for the German. And Detlef Glens is the first to clap along. And the 2 coaches, well, just take a look at each other and say, here we are once again. One of our guys is going to get a gold medal. And who's it going to be? What a response from the world #1. And now all the pressure on Quincampoix. A bronze medal is at stake here.
Attention.
Quincampoix knows that if he wants a gold or silver, he has to hit at least 5 to take this to a shoot-off. Has he done it? Oh, 4 out of 5. And for Jean Quincampoix, the world number 6, gold medalist in the Tokyo Games, silver medalist in Rio. He's taken a bronze medal here. And I'm sure naturally will be disappointed. You see it on his face, really. I think he wanted more, particularly being here in France, but sometimes the world of shooting just doesn't quite go your way. And for Jean Quincampoix, despite those 5 out of 5 series, he needed the 5 out of 5 right at the end there, and it just didn't quite come for him. So France have another medal at this European Championships. It's a bronze medal for Jean Quincampoix. So now it's the world number 8, Clément Béziguet, versus the world number 1, Florian Peter of Germany. Béziguet to go first.
Attention.
Well, Florian Peter next door, just looking on intently there. There's a slight clench of his teeth as well from Florian, I mean. And Clément Béziguet has hit 4 out of 5, and I think even Florian's finding this mildly amusing.
Yeah, he tries to get his pulse. I mean, he sees what he has to done, and both are so athletes that shot so many finals. They know what they have to do, but now it's on your nerve, and at this moment it counts. So yeah, for sure he wished it wasn't a 4, but we will see if he's managing to get some more, or even a shot off.
Well, Florian Peter, he's hit 5! He's done it! The world number 1 has gone over the line! And he's just managed to get in front of Clément Béziguet by 1 hit. And I think even Clément now looks down at the screen and thinks, well, what more could I do? Because the response from Florian Peter there was just world class. And that's exactly what you'd expect from a world number 1. Now it's smiles all round. The cameras flash. And it's a new, well, an equalled European record. So Riccardo Massetti's European record of 35 that was set back on the 6th of July 2014 in Beijing in China has been equalled by the world number 1, Florian Peter. Meanwhile, Clément Béziguet, let's not forget the effort that this man has made and the entertainment that he's provided throughout this 25-metre rapid-fire pistol men's final. The French delighted. They've got 2 medals, a silver and a bronze. And Clément just needs to remember that he needs to be on the right-hand side of Florian. There we are. You think the amount of times these guys have lined up in this order, perhaps, or certainly a different kind of order. I don't know, perhaps maybe psychologically Clément thought, heading for a medal that's not a silver, but there we have it. So the official announcement, a smile for Jean Quincampoix of France. The home nation have another medal, and it's a bronze. And Clément Béziguet of France, I'm sure on reflection, will realise that that was a decent effort. And the second medal for France, it's a silver. And Florian Peter of Germany, big smiles. And it's a gold medal for the Germans, and he's equalled the European record of 35 hits out of 40.
And keep these 3 guys in mind, because the World Championships in middle of November, I'm pretty sure these 3 will stand in the final up there.
Well, there we have it. The world champion has spoken in the women's 25 metres. Doreen Venekamp of Germany staking her claim that Jean-Kikon Poit, Clément Béziger and Florian Pieter will make the final at the World Championships in Cairo. I'm sure Lee Yu-hong will be there or thereabouts, and some of the others too around the world. It's sure to be a tasty end to the second part of this year in shooting. But for now, all our attention is on the European Championships. It's been another glorious day here in Châteauroux. It's been so exciting, such world-class shooting. And let's just have a look back at that 25-metre final. Well, brilliant highlights that we've just witnessed during this 25-metre rapid-fire men's final. Germany with the gold medal, Florian Pieter equaling the European record of 35 out of 40. Just looking at the live chat on YouTube, lots of congratulations for the French and for Florian Pieter as well. Thanks to Christelle, thanks to Julien, thanks to Ivo, who said, that's what I said. His confidence won. I think he backed Florian Pieter from the very, very beginning. But that was the last final. We also had Miroslava Mincheva from Bulgaria with the gold in the 25-metre pistol women's. Then Ben Llewellyn and Lucy Anastasio were the gold medalist in the skeet finals. And earlier on today, Norway, of course they did, managed to bag a gold in the rifle, and Croatia took the bronze medal. Well, that was day 2. And we'll see you tomorrow for day 3. And here's how it all lines up. 11:30 will kick off local time here in Châteauroux with the 50-metre rifle 3 positions trio women. Then the 25-metre pistol trio women at 1:45. 4:30 in the afternoon for the 25-metre rapid-fire trio for the men. And then we have 2 skeet finals for you to conclude day 3. Thank you very much for joining us today. From myself, Rory McAllister, from Doreen Fennekamp, from the entire broadcast team that are working here in Châteauroux, and from everyone at the European Shooting Confederation. Thank you very much for joining us today. We'll see you tomorrow for day 3. Cheerio.